2, we're doing portraits this week. This is Haylee again, coming to you from my kitchen. And if you've been watching the other portrait videos, you've learned from Jenny and Allison how to anchor features and add shading. But we're going to do something a little different today, something that's a little more loose. And it's called a blind contour drawing. Some of you may have already done this. I'd encourage you to do it again because no matter what stage you're at in your career as an artist, this is always a good exercise to do, and it can be really fun if you do it with a friend as well. If you've never heard of blind contour drawings, that's okay too. I'm going to take you through the process step by step just to get you started. I did some earlier as a warm-up, and I'll show you a close-up in a second. This is of artist Yayoi Kusama, and she's one of the 3 portraits we'll be trying out today. So, what is a blind contour drawing? A blind contour drawing is when you're drawing something. It can be a real object, or you could be drawing from a photo. You only look at the thing you're drawing. You don't look at the paper that you're drawing on. So, for example, if I were drawing this little pot here, I would set it down in front of me, and I would keep my eyes on the pot, and I would draw continuously, never lifting my pen from the page, and draw until I was finished drawing the object. So the purpose of this is to strengthen the relationship between your eyes and your hand, and the results can be really interesting. My hot tip is don't lift your pen from the page, otherwise you won't be able to feel where you are. If you need to cheat, you can look maybe once or twice at your page to see where you are. But if you're up for a real challenge, try not looking at all and see how you do. Here you can see an image of the artist I mentioned earlier, Yayoi Kusama. She's a Japanese artist who's well known for her use of pattern and dots. And I have taken her portrait here and used it for 2 blind contour drawings. The first one was done in 30 seconds, so it was done quickly. And you can see that there are some aspects of the portrait that are in place and some parts that are not. I tried my best. I think I cheated once. And then here with the second portrait, I took a little longer. I slowed it down to look at more of the details and added more in her hair. I tried to focus more on her expression. And this one took 2 minutes to complete. For your materials, you are going to need a piece of paper and a pencil. You'll notice in the video that I am using a pen, which I like to use because of how it stands out. So you can use a pen as well if you would like. But if you only have a pencil, that's okay too. It'll work the same. You are also going to need an image of a person to work from. Or if you have someone like a friend or family member, you can draw from them as well. You can have them sit across from you while you do this instead of using a photo from your computer. You can also use one of the photos that I will be supplying you at the end of the video, if you would like. So we are going to try doing a blind contour. I have my image of Yayoi Kusama off to the left, and I'll be drawing over here, and I won't be looking while I draw. I promise I won't cheat. Maybe I'll cheat once. But so if you're drawing a person, I'd recommend starting at the top of their head, just because that's a good spot to kind of get a sense of how big you want the portrait to be. So I'm going to start at the top of her hair, and she has like a little, start with her crown, bring it over, and then come down for the side, and see some details in her hair, bring it in, and then we're going to come right back up. Again, I'm not looking at what I'm drawing, so don't make fun of me if this isn't quite right. Okay, Then I'm going to bring it back down to do more hair. I think that's about right. Adding some detail in there. Remember, I'm not lifting my pen from the page because that will make this a lot easier. Okay, I gotta admit, I cheated. I looked a little bit. Okay, so bringing it back down, I think I'm gonna work into her face. We'll start with this quizzical eyebrow. She's asking us a question. And I'm gonna come down. Her eyes are a bit long, so we'll bring that over. And then come and do the pupil. And then, oh, I think I lifted a bit. That's okay. We'll do her other eye along the bottom. Then coming in to do the pupil. Coming back up. And then we're doing her second eyebrow. This one isn't as raised, so it's a little more flat. Then we're going to come down and do the nose. There's a line coming from her nose to her mouth. And then she has this beautiful little cupid's bow, which is that spot in the middle of your mouth where it dips down. And then she has a nice full bottom lip. And we'll connect that line up with the nose. And then we're going to try and do a chin here. And bring it back up. Okay, so now I'm going to work into the shoulders, and I'll bring it down. There's sort of the connecting seam on her dress, and then, so I still don't want to lift my pen, even though the polka dots are not connected, but I'm just going to create lines between the polka dots. I'm missing one up here. There's one half polka dot on her shoulder. Bring it down, there's one over here. And then one there. Okay, so now I can see the final result. I can take a look at my paper. And I think I got her serious expression quite well. Her face is a little lopsided, but I really like how I captured her hair. I think the bangs are really interesting. So that took a lot of focus, but the end result is really interesting, and I spent a lot of time really looking closely at her face, which is the purpose. These last images are examples of other drawings I've done using different famous artists. The first one is Salvador Dali. He's a surrealist painter. And the second one is of Frida Kahlo, who also dabbled in surrealism as well. She's a really well-known Mexican painter. So if you'd like to work from these or from the Yayoi Kusama image that I used earlier, you're more than welcome to. So thanks for joining me this week, and I hope you really enjoy trying blind contour drawings. Do as many as you can, because the more you do them, the more you get out of it. You can even challenge yourself to do different drawings at different speeds. You're going to have a very different drawing if you do it in 30 seconds versus doing it in 2 or 3 minutes. So do a variety, try a variety of subjects. Don't just work from one portrait, try different ones. And if you can, do it with a buddy. So have a great week drawing, and we'll see you next time. Bye!